in the heart of an ancient forest called Ajo in Igbo land, where towering baobab trees kissed the sky and the earth whispered forgotten secrets, lived a spirit unlike any other. Her name was Adaeze, a guardian of balance, a daughter of the forest, and a being bound by ancient laws older than memory itself. By day, she walked unseen among humans. By night, she returned to her true form, a golden serpent, radiant, powerful, and eternal. The forest was her home, the people were her charge, and her destiny was not yet written. The village of Umuna buzzed with life as the festival of New Yam filled the air with joy. Drums thundered, dancers spun, laughter echoed across red earth and sunlit huts. Among the crowd walked Adaeze, clothed in human form, her beauty as striking as the morning sun after rain. And it was there, beneath fluttering fabrics and rising dust, that Chinedu first saw her. Their eyes met, and in that single moment, two worlds began to collide. As the sun sank low behind the hills, Chinedu led Adaeze to the edge of the village, where the land met the sacred silence of the forest. There, beneath the dying light of day, she revealed her true nature, transforming into a shimmering golden serpent, her scales glowing like molten gold. "I am not what I seem," she whispered. "I am a guardian of the sacred grove, a daughter of the serpent clan." Chinedu did not flee. He did not cry out. Instead, he knelt and said, "Marry me. I love you." For love, when true, does not fear the unknown. It embraces it. Against the warnings of the elder serpents, Adaeze fell in love. For 6 months they met in secret, always parting before dawn, always hiding the truth. Their wedding was the grandest Umuna had ever seen. Adaeze was radiant, she was happy. But in the shadows, jealousy festered. Obioma, who had desired Chinedu for years, watched with hatred burning in her heart. Her father, Chief Okonkwo, was the most powerful man in 3 villages. "This woman has bewitched him," Obioma hissed. "She's not natural." Chief Okonkwo called a secret meeting with the village elders and a traveling dibia. "The stranger woman is a serpent demon," the dibia declared. "She must be destroyed." Gold changed hands. A plan was made. They would strike during the Harmattan season, when Adaeze would be at her weakest, far from the grove's protection. 3 months into their marriage, Chinedu and Adaeze were invited to Chief Okonkwo's compound for a so-called reconciliation feast. Adaeze felt uneasy. "Something is wrong," she whispered. "Just one evening," Chinedu pleaded. "For peace." Against her instincts, she agreed. The trap snapped shut. As they ate, the dibia threw sacred powder into the fire. Adaeze felt her powers drain away. "Now!" Chief Okonkwo shouted. Men burst in with machetes and torches. Chinedu fought desperately, but he was overwhelmed and struck down. "Burn the demon!" Obioma shrieked. They dragged Adaeze outside. They bound her with iron chains. They beat her. And as Chinedu lay bleeding and helpless, they set her ablaze. Her screams pierced the night. Chinedu died calling her name. As Adaeze's body burned, her serpent spirit rose into the smoke, ancient, powerful, and unbroken. It did not ascend. It stayed, and it remembered every face. 1 year passed. Umuna prospered. Chief Okonkwo's wealth grew. Obioma married and moved on. The dibia left. They told themselves they had saved the village. But in Aho, something stirred. The elder serpents tried to calm Adaeze's spirit. "No," she whispered. "Every one of them will know my pain." She returned during the next festival of New Yam, exactly 1 year after her murder. She wore the same face, the same beauty, but her eyes held something cold and ancient. She called herself Ngozi now. The guilty ones felt ice in their veins when they saw her smile. The first to die was Ekene, the man who had struck Chinedu down. They found him in his yam barn, frozen in terror, with glowing puncture wounds on his neck. The elders said it was a snake bite, but snakes do not leave wounds that glow. The second was Amara, who had helped bind Ades with chains. She began seeing a serpent woman in every reflection. "She's coming for me," she screamed. They found her drowned in a shallow stream, her eyes wide with horror. One by one, the conspirators began to die. Each death was different, each was terrible, each was impossible to explain. The elders called another Dibia. "There is a vengeful serpent spirit here," he said. "How do we stop it?" Chief Okonkwo demanded. "You cannot stop what you have earned." Obioma's life became a nightmare. Serpents appeared everywhere, then vanished. She screamed, she broke, she lost her mind. Ngozi visited her in dreams. "Do you remember how you rejoiced as I burned?" They found Obioma whispering endlessly, I'm sorry." The traveling Dibia returned for more payment. "That was no demon we killed," he whispered after casting his bones. "That was a true guardian. We murdered an innocent." That night he tried to flee. They found him dead, covered in serpent marks by the roadside the following morning. With his co-conspirators dead or mad, Chief Okonkwo finally broke. Before the entire village, he confessed everything. "We murdered them out of jealousy," he sobbed. The village recoiled in horror. Ngozi stood in the crowd, watching, waiting. That night, Chief Okonkwo walked to Ajo. Ngozi appeared in her true form, a massive golden python. "Kill me," he begged, "but spare the village." "They celebrated my death," her voice thundered. The great serpent considered his plea. Chinedu's spirit appeared beside her. "Leave this hatred," he whispered. The elder serpents emerged. "You have brought justice," they said. "Do not become what they falsely accused you of being." At dawn, Ades returned to human form. "You will live," she said to Chief Okonkwo, "but you will spend your life telling this story, teaching against hatred, helping the vulnerable. If you fail, I will return." "I swear," he wept. Ades walked back into Aho. As the sun rose, her form shimmered and faded. Chinedu's spirit appeared. I waited. I know. Together they ascended. Pure spirit, pure love. The elder serpents watched and blessed their journey. Today in Ajo, Chief Okonkwo spent his life traveling, teaching and helping the vulnerable. He told the true story, not of a demon, but of an innocent woman murdered by greed and jealousy. People say two spirits still dance in the grove at night, and the serpents still watch. They remember, and they protect the balance.